Hey folks, what's up? Welcome to Sweat It Out. This is me, Shweta, and I hope you're ready for a kick-ass upper body workout. In today's session, I will also talk about why hydration through electrolytes is necessary for us, especially if you're active throughout the day. More on that shortly. Let's begin with the warm-up. So, first exercise is called scorpion stretch. I'm just going to give you a quick demo on that. You're going to lie down on the mat on your tummy, keep your arms to the side, lift one of your leg and take it all the way across to the opposite side, keeping both shoulders on the floor, and then just staying here for a few seconds and then bring it back. On my count, here we go. Arms to the side, lie down on your tummy. Here we go. Lift one leg up, take it all the way across to the other side and just hold it for a couple of seconds, and then now bring it back to the starting position. Lift the other leg all the way up, take it, tap the foot to the floor, hold it for a second, and then bring it back again. So let's keep switching from one side to the other, nice and slow. There's no need for rushing through this movement because you already know it. This is a warm-up. So here we go, one more, and bring it back to the starting position. Stand up on your feet, or you can even stay on your knees. Now the next exercise is called Deltoid Circles. You're just going to keep your arms to the side at shoulder height, and we're just going to form circles in the air. So let's start doing that. Here we go, Deltoid Circles. You can even go clockwise or anti-clockwise. When I say switch, you're going to move in the opposite direction. So let's keep going nice and slow. Small circles just to get a little bit of action in your shoulder joints. Let's switch and move in the opposite direction. Small circles, keep your arms at shoulder height. Stay there, few more seconds, and then we're going to get back on the mat for cat camel. Quick demo again, palms directly under the shoulder, knees directly under your hips. Now I'm going to put my head inside as I push my chest up towards the ceiling, getting into that rounded back position, and then slowly bringing it back down towards the mat and looking all the way up. So notice how my back is different now compared to all the way rounded. So let's begin this one. Here we go. Head in all the way, hold this position for a second, and then head all the way up, taking your pelvis into an anterior pelvic tilt. Again, head all the way inside, hold that position, keep your elbows locked, look up all the way nice and slow, and continue to do so at your own pace. Just a few more seconds. Feel your chest opening and feel your back being stretched as well. Alright, so the next exercise is Cobra To Mountain. We're going to stay on the mat. You can start with plank position. Again, a quick demo. We're going to get the hips all the way up, keeping the heel down, and then slowly come back to plank and get your hips lower and look all the way up. So this is what we're going to repeat. Here we go, starting from plank position. Get your hips all the way up, heel down, knees locked, and then come back to plank and get your hips down all the way to the floor. You can even rest your knees and look up all the way. Again, mountain, and then back to plank, two hips coming down, look all the way up. Keep doing this, getting the hips up one more time, and all the way looking up. One more time, hip up. Try to touch your heel down, and then we're going to begin all of these things all over again for one more round. So back on the mat, on your tummy, arms to the side, scorpion stretch. Here we go. Lift one leg all the way up, take it to the other side. Keep pushing your shoulders closer to the floor. Let's switch from one side to the other. Let's speed this up a little bit more than the last time. You can switch, pause, and then switch again. But make sure you're pausing at that position where your foot is touching the floor. That's going to be important. One more, and we're up on the mat. You can even stay on the mat on your knees, and then just keep your arms at shoulder height and start circling. Here we go. Clockwise, Small circles. Keep your arms at shoulder height, because this is how you will activate your shoulders. And then let's go anti-clockwise. Keeping the shoulders firing right now. Arms straight. Chest up. Small circles. You start to feel that burn. All right. Palms on the mat. Let's get into cat camel. Here we go. Head all the way in and all the way up. Getting into an anterior pelvic tilt. Now again, posterior pelvic tilt. Up and down. Push the floor away, especially when you get your head through. Try to breathe. All the way up. And at every stage, try to pause for a second. Feel that stretch. This is an amazing exercise that can get your chest and thoracic cavity opened up. All right, next one, Cobra to Mountain. Let's start with plank position. Here we go. Hips go all the way up. And then it comes down and you look all the way up. Again, hips up. Hips down. Hips up. Try to touch your heel to the floor when you get your hips up. Try every single rep. All the way up. Few more seconds. Let's try to get a few more reps of these. Keep your elbows locked. One more rep. And we are ready for our workout number 1. Great warm-up routine. The first exercise is called kneeling traveling push-ups. Remember, we warmed up our upper body today for a reason, because it's all going to be upper body and core today. So kneeling traveling push-ups, to give you a quick demo, we're going to start slightly outside the mat. You're going to keep your knees down on the floor. Notice how my body is leaning forward. My shoulder is directly on top of the wrist, and I'm not lifting my hips up here. So that is a very important part for every push-up position. So to lean forward, keep your hips in line with the rest of your body. From here, all I'm going to do is slowly lower myself down, push up, and then travel, or get one palm inside and the other palm goes out. And then you do another push-up. Again, palm in, push up. So you're going to move your palms from one side to the other while you do push-ups. All right, so let's begin round 1. We're going to aim at least 12 reps. Starting position. Here we go. Slowly down. Push up. Palm moves inside and then push up. That's 2 reps. 4 reps. Make sure your chest touches the floor. 6. Let's keep going. Nice and slow at your own pace. 8. Nice and slow again. Pinch your shoulder blades together. 10. Keep going, nice and slow. Keep your elbows together as well. That's 12. Let's get one more rep. And that is amazing if you try to go over 12 reps. Next up is W Superman up downs. So here we go. You're going to lie down on your tummy, and then we're going to keep the toes on the floor. Lift the shoulders up off the floor. Keep your arms to the side, and then we're going to just lower ourselves and then lift all the way up as much as we can. All right, so let's begin this with arms up, shoulders off the floor, toes tucked under. Here we go, lift. We're going to try to aim at least 20 reps here. Keep your arms up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause there for a second. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nice and slow. Try to breathe. 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's try to go for a little bit more. If you haven't reached your 20 reps, keep going. Amazing, amazing. Try to get those reps increased every single round we do this. So next exercise is kneeling tricep push-ups. So what we're going to do, just like how we did traveling push-ups, is keep our knees down, hips forward, not up here. Lean forward so that your shoulder is directly on top of your wrist from here, or slightly in the front, or in right below your face. Now what I'm going to do is lower my elbows down and my hips come down as well. My hips don't stay up, my hips come down, and from there I'm just going to push away. So elbow down, push away. So notice how my palms are slightly in front of my face. That's what you're going to aim at. So palms are going to be slightly in front of our face. Here we go. Let's drop the elbows. Push all the way up. Use the base of your palm to push up. That's what gives you a little bit more stability. Let's try to again aim at 12 reps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're going to start feeling your triceps if you're doing it the right way. One more rep. Let's keep going. If you've already hit 12 reps, that's amazing. One more rep. All right. I can definitely feel my triceps burning when I do this exercise. That is why it's called the tricep extensions. All right. So the next exercise is Renegade Rows in plank position. So what we're going to do is get our palm all the way up in between my chest and my hip without turning my hips outward. So try to keep your hips neutral even if you're moving your arms. So from one side to the other, we're going to just lift the arms in between chest and your hips. Alright, let's get at least 20 reps for this one. Here we go. Starting in plank position, let's do this. 1, 2. Feel your scaps. Retract your shoulder blades. 6, 7, 8. Try to keep your hip neutral. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's keep going. Try to slow down. Try to keep your hip neutral without opening up too much. One more rep, and that's the end of round 1. Fantastic job. Now you know what all these exercises are. We're going to repeat them all over again. Try to get the number of reps and make sure you're doing it the right way. Pay attention to my cues and make sure even if you are going slower, it's fine. Get the form right. So starting with traveling push-ups on the knees. Here we go. Nice and slow. Palm moves to the side again. All the way down. Notice how my chest is touching the floor every single rep. Keep your elbows tucked in. Keep going. If you can hit 12 reps, that's amazing. If you are not, it's fine. Just pay attention to the form. If you can go over 12 reps, even better. Keep going. Few more reps. And that is a great round. One more time. Let's get into W Superman up downs. Remember to keep your arms up to the side. At no point should your arm touch the floor, or lifting above is absolutely okay, but do not touch the floor. So let's get this one. Toes tucked under. Lift your arms up, and then your body also goes up and down. Aim at 20 reps. Remember, even if the reps are higher, you don't compensate on the form. That's a very important part of every single exercise we do. So nice and slowly, you're going to feel your arms burning at this stage, because mine definitely are. This is a total upper body workout. So you got to push through and hold it up. Keep on lifting your upper body. Few more seconds and couple more reps. And we are good on this one. Fantastic job. Let's move on to kneeling tricep extensions. Remember all the tips I gave you. You've got to keep your palms slightly in front of your face so that the elbow is directly under your shoulder. So a lot of work on your triceps, on your arms, and your core in these routines. Here we go. Palms in front of your face, kneel down, hips to the front, elbow down and up. Let's try to aim at 12 reps. Nice and slow. Take your time. Push through the base of your palm. Feel your triceps working. Keep breathing. If you can go over 12 reps, that's fantastic. Try not to keep your palms too wide. That makes it slightly harder. If you are sliding because of the sweat like I do, then you can always readjust and reposition yourselves. Alright, fantastic. Next exercise, Renegade Rows. Remember, when you pull that arm up, you want to make sure you engage your lats and your scapula. So that's a very important part here. Let's focus on that for this round. Every time you engage your lats, pause there for a second, see how you feel, especially with the retraction of your shoulders. Alright, plank position, here we go. Pause, pull, pause. Keep your hip neutral. Keep your core braced. Every single time, your palm comes directly under your shoulders. Keep going. Let's aim at 20 reps again. And if you can get over 20 reps, that's a really impressive job. Remember to go slow and retract and engage the lats and scaps. Few more seconds. Let's push through this. I understand your arms are burning, your shoulders burning, and your core is burning because you're doing the right thing. All right, amazing. Get a sip of water if you need to. Though the exercises look easy, they're very intense, and it is obviously burning the upper body. I can definitely feel my core as well. So quick sip of water. We're gonna do one more round of this. Push through, get a few more reps than the required ones. All right, so let's get on the mat again for traveling push-ups. Kneel down. Here we go. Slowly, chest to the floor. Move to the other side. Palm comes in, the other palm goes out. Nice and slow, no rush again. Keeping the elbows closer to the body. Keep going. Push using your lower body because your knees are on the floor, so that gives you a little bit more stability. Couple more reps here. Keep your hips low. And that's a good round of traveling push-ups. We're going to focus again on upper or Superman W position, up and down. Remember what I said about it? You're going to keep your arms up and try not to touch the floor. Alright, so nice and slowly get ready. We're going to keep our toes tucked under, arms up. Here we go. 20 reps at least. Something that I do while I do this exercise is constantly try to feel my scaps and my lats. I'm going to keep pushing my shoulder blades together as I lift my chest off the floor. Nice and slowly. Keep counting your reps. Remember your target reps. And keep pushing. Arms up, keep your arms up. Few more seconds, here we go. And that's a fantastic job. This, I definitely feel my core a little bit more and my lower back, which is what it's supposed to be doing. So next one again is tricep extensions. Remember to keep your palms slightly in front of your face, so when you go down on that elbow, your elbows are directly under the shoulder. Remember how your hips are supposed to be in line. Here we go, kneel down. All right, let's begin this. Elbow down. Push from your base of your palm. Hips also come down as you lower your elbows down to the floor. Every single rep should be perfect. Focus on that. And if you're losing balance, you can always readjust on the mat. Feel your triceps burning. We got few more reps to go. Slow down if you need to, but keep pushing. This is a hard exercise, but it's great for shoulders and your triceps. All right, fantastic job. Quick sip of water if you need to, because we have Renegade Rows coming, and I really want you to focus on engaging the lats, retracting your shoulders, pinching the shoulder blades together so you get the full benefit of Renegade Rows. Every rep matters, so make sure you focus on that. Let's try to hit the number of 20 reps. Here we go. Pump on the mat. Retract without turning your hips too much from side to side. Nice and slow. Keep going. Halfway there. Pull and retract your shoulders. Keep your core braced. Try not to drop your hips too low. Pull and hold for a second. See how you feel when you engage the lats and retract your shoulders. One more rep. All right. Fantastic job. That went really quickly for me, but I can definitely feel my upper body. Just grab a sip of water, because I'm going to talk a little about electrolytes. So as fitness trainers, we're always or constantly reminding you to say or stay hydrated, but hydrating just by drinking water might not be enough sometimes, because your body requires electrolytes, and not just because it's losing water, it's also losing potassium, sodium and magnesium, which causes a lot of imbalances and hampers your daily functions. Electrolyte imbalance can happen for many reasons. One of them is excessive sweating. So if you sweat like I do, maintaining that balance is extremely important. Remember, hydrate through fluids that contain potassium, sodium and magnesium. A quick tip, personal one, you can just add pink salt and that takes care of it. All right, I hope you got enough rest for this one, because the next workout is Tabata. That's going to be very, very quick. We're going to be on our feet, maybe a lot more on our upper body, right? So the first exercise, the workout is obviously 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So the rest is going to go like in a split second. So the first exercise is bicycle crunches for 20 seconds. I'm going to give you a quick demo on this. You're going to lie down on the mat on your back. You're going to get your shoulders off the floor. You can keep your arms behind your head if you need to. Then we're going to keep the legs up. And as you get up and reach with the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. The easier variation of this, however, is to keep your feet together, upper body off the floor. And as you get one leg all the way up, the other leg stays down. But you gotta make sure you get up and reach with the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. So every single rep, again, twist and turn, but you can place the other leg down. So let's begin this for the round one. Here we go, 20 seconds. We're gonna push it. Let's do this. Up all the way, reach. Opposite elbow to the opposite knee. All the way up. Try to get as many reps as you can here. We have 5 more seconds in this. And that's round one. Next one, quickly I'm going to demo beast to plank. You're going to get into plank position and then one knee inside at a time, keeping the knees just 1 inch off the floor. We're going to get into plank and then beast. Plank and then beast, maintaining a braced core. We're going to get 1 knee at a time inside. So 20 seconds of this. Let's do beast to plank. Here we go. Slowly getting the knees directly under the belly button. Notice how my knees are just 1 inch off the floor. Bring your attention towards your knees. And make sure the knees are barely off the floor. Keep your elbows locked. Keep going. Few more seconds, we're almost there. And we are done with round 1. You get 10-second break. We're gonna start again with bicycle crunches. On the mat, getting ready. Here we go. Exhale. Remember, opposite elbow to the opposite knee. 10 more seconds. Keep going, keep pushing. And we are done. Let's rest and appreciate beast to plank and get ready for it mentally. Remember to go only as fast as you can control. Get into plank position. Here we go. Nice and slow. The tip here is to keep the arms straight. Elbows locked from the glenohumeral joint in the shoulder. That's what gives you a lot more stability. Doesn't matter if your knees are moving in or stay extended. All right, few more seconds. Keep going. And you're done with beast to plank. 10 more seconds of break. If you have water right around you, you can grab a sip of water because we're gonna go right into bicycle crunches. Here we go. Legs down. Opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Push a little bit this time and get more reps compared to the last time, or go a little faster. But remember, opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Fantastic job. Let's rest 10 seconds, which is going to go in split second, right? And then we're going to get ready for beast to plank. One knee at a time. Knees stay 1 inch off the floor. Get into plank. Here we go. Let's go a little faster this time and see how many reps we can get. Notice how the knees are just 1 inch off the floor or barely off the floor. They come directly under the belly button. Go back to plank position. Superb job. Keep breathing. Long deep breaths if you need to catch your breath. We have one more round of bicycle crunches. You're doing a great job. This time we're going to push and keep our legs up. Here we go. It's always up to you to keep the legs down. But if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, keep the legs off, but rotate and get the elbow to the knee. One more rep. All right, fantastic job. 10 more second break. We're going to do one more round of beast to plank. Get into that position. Go a little faster. Here we go. I'm going to try to push and go as fast as I can for the 20 seconds. Remember the tip, you've got to make sure you keep your elbows locked. Keep going. All right, fantastic job. Tabata is not always easy, but the good news is you got through this. Now it's time for stretching, and we're gonna get on the mat. For this, catch your breath if you need to. The first exercise we're gonna do is needle or thread the needle. So we're gonna keep our knees directly under the hips, both arms extended to start with, and then we're gonna get one arm through and stay in this position. You can keep your forehead on the floor and just breathe. Notice how the hip is high and I'm not sitting down on my feet. You're just going to stay in this position and breathe, pushing your chest down towards the floor. Stay for a few more seconds. Now we're going to quickly and slowly come to the other side. The other arm is extended. An opposite palm or arm goes through and stay here. Long deep breaths usually help, especially when we do cool down stretches, because your body just went through a lot of intense workouts, especially your upper body. So your sympathetic nervous system is highly active right now. Stretching and holding these positions will only help you to get into a parasympathetic nervous system. Alright, next down. Lying chest stretch. So you're going to lie down on the tummy. Keep one palm right next to your chest, one palm fully extended. And then I'm going to switch, take my leg over and just rotate to the other side and hold it. Breathe here. You're going to feel your shoulders being stretched and the chest, the pec muscles are being stretched, the side that is on the floor. Hold this position. You can rest your head on the floor as well. Constant deep breaths. Now slowly come back to the start position. Other arm is extended while the other palm is right next to the chest, and get the leg over to feel your pec muscles on the side that is on the floor. Stay here. Keep breathing. Enjoy the position and the stretch. Whenever you're ready, slowly come back and let's get into seated straddle with side bend. You're going to keep your legs extended, stretch them apart a little bit, and then we're going to go to one side and hold it. So to one side, you can even go sideways. It's up to you. You can grab the foot or the ankle. But the main thing here is to keep the knees locked or push the knee towards the floor. Hold this position. At every breath, try to go down a little bit more. Don't let go of your foot or your ankle. Now let's switch to the other side. Either you can go both palms towards the foot or the ankle, or you can go sideways, whichever is easy for you. I prefer going sideways here so that I can get a little bit of stretch on the sides of my back. But the most important part here is to push the knees down towards the floor and lock it so that you get a little bit of hamstring stretch as well. Slowly get back to starting position. We're gonna do some tricep stretch now. So starting with one arm over your head, take the palm and push the elbow down closer to the floor. And just hold this position. We're almost coming to the end of cool down as well. Let's switch sides. Push your elbow down. Keep breathing. At every breath, remember, push a little bit more. Let's come to the neck part to stretch our traps. So grab one side of your head and just push it down gently. You can even look towards your underarm. Also placing the other arm behind you. Now slowly switch, one arm behind you, the other palm on the head to the side, and then just slowly turn your neck towards your underarm and keep pushing the head down. Hold this position till you feel a good stretch on your traps. You can also move from side to side, nice and slow, very small movements. All right, that's a fantastic session. On that note, this brings us to the end of this session. Remember, hydration is extremely important, and I spoke so much about it, but hydrating the right way and maintaining that electrolyte balance is equally important. On that note, it's time for me to sign off. This is Sweat It Out with me, Shweta. Lots of love.
For more such workout videos, download the CultFit app now. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Cult.